We're trying to do a full dark build with the mini dark rework. You can now mind control bosses if you can stack up enough dark power or whatever by hitting them a lot. Let's go for some early movement speed here. Always a nice stat to have in this game. And you can also turn some special enemies' attacks onto each other. Like the chargers and exploders and stuff will now also target enemies with those attacks, so that's pretty cool. You can mind control the healers and actually have them heal your own team. Sounds pretty interesting if we can get a lot of that going. We're going for the stats that help us stack it up, like cast speed. I'll just take a level here, I guess. Duration and area, anything that lets us apply more hits to enemies. And we're kind of trying to focus some of the other skills other than the imp, since I've done several builds with that. And especially the two new spells that were added in, the spears and the sickle, I think they are. We can find those, I'm gonna grab them. Just boring damage. And with the random elemental passive on the imp guy, every once in a while our spells will get a little bit of a bonus effect, making it even easier to apply dark everywhere. We can get like lightning on our spells, adding in extra AoE or fire for extra damage over time, allowing us to stack up even more of the debuffs. Ooh, that guy's got a big horde built up over there. Spear Barrage, that's a new one. Share enemies with an array of spears that strike the ground in formation. With that as our second spell, we can try to focus that as basically our primary damage spell now. Spear cast speeds. Generate a damaging aura when they hit the ground. That sounds fantastic for what we're doing. Seems pretty small, though. Blue XP early on. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the augments for the two new spells yet either, so we're kind of just winging that as well. Spear cast speed, yep. looks like both of them are doing the solo spell here. Nice change that you can actually queue into other people who are doing the different covenants there. That one always felt weird to me. This game's actually improved a decent amount in early access, and I think they're working on the 1.0 next. Although there's no date for that one, so probably going to be pretty big. More superior cast speed, sure. The aura does 2 damage as well. It looks like with that tiny AoE, is that right? That seems really low. Blue crit damage or cast speed, it's pretty close. Let's make sure we have enough damage. I guess the one thing is it should be good at applying elemental effects, at least, with how fast it's hitting. But the damage definitely seems low at the start. Big damage. That'll help a bit. Big global damage. An additional spear per line? Yup. I think it was 4 by default, so I guess 25% increase the number of them. Not amazing, but it should have the aura on it as well, at least. But a lot of augments on some of the spells will just straight up double the number of them you're getting, like the Necro run we did. The Imp run, both of those just straight up get double casts on those. Big duration, I will take that. Another? Did we get the item? I don't think so. Nothing new here, so I guess we'll take some orbs. Kind of want to stay away from the AoE stuff this time so we don't unlock that upgrade. Unless the spears have an AoE. That'd be kind of hard to check, wouldn't it? Looks like no area on that. Although it would be a very helpful stat with how small that aura is on them. Crits heals us. Health gives us potions give us permanent health. I think we'll probably just take Vital Strike. That's usually pretty good, even though it was nerfed quite a bit from 0.4%. Should still be pretty good. Spear speed, yep. Nice, the spears are ticking for 3 damage now. It seems like the augments for them might be kind of undertuned. Like 3 damage and just 1 extra spear. It seems a bit weak there. Toss a reroll here. Blue luck, so we can get more in the long run. Big base damage, too good to pass up. Big base damage, too good to pass up. See if we can try to corral him back to our allies over there. We'll probably be better at hitting him than I am with my random spears that do tiny area damage. Not really in love with that. Big cast speed for everything? Yeah, too good to pass up. Healing. I don't want to see if we can get something more interesting damage-wise for that. YOLO. An additional line of spears. Okay. Wait, that doubles it, right? An additional line. That's different than what we got earlier, right? The earlier one was just 1 extra spear. Oh yeah, okay, that's good then. We just weren't hitting the correct augments for it then. That's the one we needed, okay. Decent armor. It'll go nicely with the leech, I guess. Food damage. But I do want to see the spear thing. And it's our main spell. Close enough. Alright, we got the dark. Time for some corrupting them until they fight for us. And maybe the aura will actually be decent with that? Nice XP gain. I think we're probably at the second item point. Seems to be like a third of the bar each time. Toss our last reroll here. Movement is always nice to have. Oh, there we go, up there. Let's go. Probably Magic Missile. Kind of a range projectile spam build here. Range or crit damage. Probably take the levels wherever we can get them. Just so we can see as many dark augments as possible. Oh my god, I can't even kill a chest, what the heck? Five speed, health on low HP. I guess damage it is. These are pretty junk. I guess it's not terrible, but more damage is always good. Damage for the imp. Actually, cast speed's close enough. Or elemental stuff. I am gonna need some help over here. Team! We can get an augment there, sure. More darkness. Like my hearts. Finally, some more spear levels. Need that really bad. Imp crit, healing. I guess we'll just get that out of there so that maybe some future ones can give us more interesting stuff for the spear. Might help since we have lots of teammates here, I don't know. Maybe XP so we can get more upgrades. Cast speed for everything, nice. Good chance to go with the leech thing, I think makes a lot of sense. We don't have a ton of that, and it's very good. Probably just cast speed for more hits. Oh nice, the Spear Roar is doing 4 damage a tick now. 7 on crits. Cast speed for the missiles. Ooh, big spear, nice. One of the best upgrades we can get, actually. Spell duration is fine. Cast speed or a spear level. We have so many augments on that, probably makes the most sense here to try and get the second augment there. Spear again, yeah. Big armor? I guess so? That might make me pretty slow. Not that bad, I guess. Need the spear levels. Duration. Oh man, that might actually be tough to dodge with my low movement speed. Duration? Pretty bad upgrades. XP heals us, revive speed, damage for every teammate you revive. I think I've only done like 1 or 2 of those. Can you see that? No. Oh, I think you can on this screen? Revive? No, I think that's the total you have. I guess it is damage though. Whatever. Oh, I can't move. That guy is just running out there, huh? Interesting choice. Ooh, big spear. We really need to get him towards the middle of the circle so we actually have room to move around here. Not a great spot to fight in. Oh, I did not see that coming. Ow. We need just a little bit more for the spear, but no dice. Oh god, there's so much puke on me. And I can't move during this suck. Big Caspian. Aims at the enemy with the most health, explodes. I want to see if there's any more stuff for the spear available. If we can get multiple copies of the line thing, that would be super nice. I'll check one more. This is gonna hurt. Dang, I guess we have the spear maxed out. This is pretty bad, then. I guess some extra duration for the missile? No, we have a lot of imp levels, I should probably do that. Dang, so you can only get like 3 augments for the spear then? Or maybe 4? Big damage. I think it was 4. The aura, the extra spear, the extra line, and then the healing. But nothing that we can keep getting multiple copies of, like a lot of the good spells have, it seems like. Bro, the spears are so bad at destroying objectives. It does seem like you actually prioritize those, at least. If you're close to them. Oh, we can get an additional spear. Not the greatest, but yeah, I guess so. I guess we just got unlucky last time, since that was 3 selections we saw, so 9 different upgrades with no spear upgrade there. Oh, we lost someone, down to just 2. Can I just sit behind a wall and turn them all against each other? I think I'd rather get the second augment than start building into that. It's gonna be too late to really get much of that, I think. Hellfire or Blight? This will, I think, stack it up faster with the damage over time. So that makes sense. Already taking damage, so it must be right next to him then. I don't see it on the map though. There we are. We might be able to mind control the crab here with enough dark hits. Please, just give me some spear, man. I guess some orbs. We're getting kind of late into the run now. It's so hard to get the second one for that. Oh, an additional spear? I guess you can keep stacking that one up then. Yeah, I guess so. Not the greatest, but oh well. Up to like 6 or 7 of them now. That dude has some really strong slowing effects. I wonder if he went double ice on his magic missile. Like, they barely move once he hits them. Finally, the spear! Ooh, voids. Greatly increases corruption to all targets? Yup. I think we should have an item up, but I kind of need to slows. They're so strong. I don't know if I could really go off on my own here. None of these really do a ton at this point. So I guess he's keeping the enemies alive and none of them are spawning. So that gives me a chance to look for the item. Give this sacrifice. Big cast speed for the orbs. Can we get an augment on that? Maybe. I guess we'll go there. Can we make it to the sacrifice thing? Oops, I walked into that. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. Is this guy even coming up here? Well, 13 seconds. I did get a decent number of them on the circle, at least. Cast speed here, I think. If he can just snipe some of those kills over there while some of my darkness is still on them. Oh, my revive thing might actually finish it, barely. Okay. I guess since we have a lot of revives, that was probably worth it. An additional spear per line, yeah. As long as he doesn't die trying to get me here. I thought I would be immune to damage for slightly longer than that. He might not be able to res me now, though, and then it wouldn't be worth it. They're both the same thing. I guess Missile has built-in piercing. Uh-oh, it's starting to lag. Holy. super slow missiles plus the mind control spears. I guess we're a really low damage team with a lot of crowd control. Decent damage, crit chance. For the healing would be pretty helpful, and it's probably more damage as well. I think I will do that. Can I get back to my boy? Oh god, top left for the rifts. Choice of damage. Yeah, try and get some more augments. If I can at least give him a little bit of cover here, it's kind of helpful even if I can't get onto the points. Are there any spear upgrades left? Additional spear per line, sure. He has a level 25 magic missile. We can get an augment on that. Or darkness. Cast speeds. I guess just cast speed. I think we're probably close to the end of the run. I would be super dead without his crazy slows. And he doesn't seem to have very much damage without me. So if we get split up, it's just kind of bad. Base damage. I don't know if I can even get close to that guy. Hopefully the mind controls are doing something. Big health might help if I mess up and walk into something big, I guess. Which will probably happen with how long this is gonna take. Oops. Couldn't quite juke that on top of the wall. These just don't do a lot. Probably just stick a level in there. We at least get an augment here. And probably lightning. He has so much ice. We'll add a little bit of extra AoE to it. We might be in trouble. Thought I could squeeze by there and get back to my teammates. Uh-oh. Help! Aw man, the trash mobs one-shot me now. We just need a bit more on the boss, but I died in a really bad spot. Okay, nice pull away. He can get an easy res now, and then we should be able to finish the boss. Hopefully. There's so many enemies. I guess movement doesn't really do much here. Probably just crit chance then. We are kind of past the point for movement speed here. Help!